FM exactly 10 minutes past 3 p.m. Me rest to do it, me who say weather na started sisa. Weather na sisa na den catch wo emene me ameti hey. Na cha say nsuo nya ya de a enne so nsuo no betimi ato. Baby obia no ye bekoso ama wa ha ama wakọ ababio. Na yatena se na wi. Oman Ghana enkomo aniye babedi. Oman Ghana sabre etesen nie. Ekoyi anase enkoyi. For God and country adwumadi ahye was SOMPA ha eba wa kwemu. Every that draw copy me that fiada. Free area 3 p.m. to 5:30. Yes, sorry pepe na hot bite news. She na yede mamo. But before that, no my main first akwenya we so na been found that SOMPA Delight. Abejeku Ase, Uncle Fred, we want to say a big thank you for making SOMPA glow. And of course, Abna Ruthie, thank you so much for handling the mantle for me to take it up from you till exactly 5:30. For God and country, so yeah, when you make kwa maso asina debia de brewo. Edikan time herbal mixture debia metrasa meka ho nsam kyerɛw. Sa bre ansio tutotoyi. Wonu say eyade a entontom ebeba. Na entontom na eba no so ka so obenya tridi yade malaria. Malaria no so unya edro a mekamfo na wi ade ama no wa wonim deda. Edin ye time herbal mixture. Na enye malaria enkwa na itimisa. Typhoid, say you join this. Anything feverish. Fever be a chill biano. We draw on a time herbal mixture. A bio mamin say time HH mixture. And then the capsule so there a man in memedro. So the macano no more mutia the da. Na ekutia nemun saya dear. Drugstore pharmacy shop be a belbiano on Sabeka. Maminka will say endpoint homeopathic clinic. Dr. Duboating. Wa beni ye papa our yaresem. Oba show kama wenya ahoden kanka wenya yade bia isa yade no anu ye den woje wo hwanje a yare kwankro or say the end to chronic diseases. If you are suffering from any debilitating disease yare bia wako a enko a hunu no say agi Dr. Duboating ne chi akwan e na wo hwehwe na obi a wenya stroke obi a wenya ndwudwuye de bia metena ameka ti I say we bomoding now ne kasa. Se nipa no mpo yare waka dam. Se nya stroke nkwa na yade bi abono waka mpem na oje ne ho angia. Me pacho bomoding na Fred Dr. Duboating. It was 0244 867068. Again you can reach him on 027 42 34 321. Makana ho nsam akyerɛw wabra aye adwumadie ekoso. Na sciatica expert, sciatica originator, sciatica commander. Ono wabono mo wodin pa o. Me ne wo kasei. Dia dear friend sciatica. Say ye wo sciatic nerve ne ho aka. Agi 21st clinic in cry how more hapa. Patrol tie ye. One more Tantra Hill runabout. So what tema omo Roman asonda ne echiwa ho ana obo 21st clinic. So no mo bia eye nintinu mu twetwe no woje ne ho angia agi 21st clinic. And na ma kire mu eye typhoid edu tatahwe ewo program so. Na before that no yenko ne kotie enkomo a ewo ho. Na me de na mo ana me kote say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eka sembi se eyade a akwan a NDC for ye no ebi mu ho a wo mo awia wo mo akwan na me say na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia betimi akasa na obebi say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ono ye Frank Etuni MPP for eyi no so obehim Frank anama omo come the 2028 general elections and yenko tie de Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ekai
to Tatalay Road. Amazing that they had the audacity to claim it, and I think that it is obviously clear that the roads like that. So we've commissioned. Thankfully now we have put together all the videos of all our roads that we completed one way or and we'll make them available to our communicators and to all of you so that they cannot steal any roads.
Hey. Dr. Mahmoud Bamiakasa was say, Omo akwan a wo mo ye nyina tatale kwan ne kwan bi mu a wo mo ye nyina no. Endi che NPP communicators a wo mo Ghana ni NPP adehye. Wo mbe print sa kwan ne nyina no na wo mo de ama wo se de be ya NDC amanyeko no entimi wi a wo mo ekwan. Eno a aye chairman wuntumi ho ensam no. Ekwa wieye ewo eye the High Court. Na ekwa wieye no High Court no asete eye July 3rd. Say eye dia July 3rd. The final verdict would be out. Na ndo nkomo no kwa wieye no. Then na Dr. Shrim Sai Ekaye, the Deputy Attorney General. Muma yenko na yenko tie ono so e.
Close it today. And the court has said
3rd July.
3rd July for judgment.
Effectively, what does it mean to the people who are looking forward to looking for this case? They make the point that the cases are delaying. Effectively, what does it mean?
Well, the courts do their work based on the rules of court. So, whatever we consider, those of us outside the court, whatever we consider as delay, sometimes as a result of the rules of court, even though indeed there are other things that can cause the delay. But what is more important is that on the 3rd, the court will make a pronouncement whether or not the accused persons or any of the accused persons, is guilty of the offenses that we have charged. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, in today, for Uti, Dr. Shrim Sai Enka. Asem wa Canada say assembly there said there etieno. Afenu ni nyina bia kanasem. Na nyame aduma on the 3rd of July. And as asem we no omo beboa. Na Dr. Zenita Rawlings. Ono so sabra meno kasi. When you an appointment to the Pan-African Parliament, the vice chairman. Na enra wabra the Speaker of Ghana's Parliament kasano. And all this asemi etuja. Na ensembang na Speaker Alban Sumana Badbin etuja. Eche for boma enkode enkotie ono so.
Honorable Dr. Adjuman Rawlings enjoys ministerial status, not only in the host country, South Africa, but also across the African continent. This status comes with the following benefits, among other courtesy measures. 1, an appropriate official vehicle. 2,
this is SOMPA.
VIP protection. 3, state protocol services. 4, financial support. 5,
this is SOMPA.
an official office. And 6, support staff. In this context, the Pan-African Parliament respectfully requests Your Excellency to facilitate the provision of the aforementioned benefits at national level to Honorable Dr. Adjuman Rawlings, thereby enabling her to effectively fulfill her responsibilities as Vice President. The Pan-African Parliament also wishes to take this opportunity to reaffirm to Your Excellency its highest esteem and consideration. Signed, His Excellency Fatih Boutbik, President of the Pan-African Parliament.
All right, and so Nkoma we so Edda Dr. Zenita Rawlings echita for we there A great news, Eddie Mamo, because of the fact people were saying she could have been appointed as a minister. She looked on and it never came. And again, Wabra, Dr. Omanibua, my free mu, the Minister for Defense, na amanfo bi esusu say ono na also amade na shasa position as we speak. She has now been appointed as the vice chairperson for the Pan-African Parliament, and of course benefits are obenyano and no ena sabri aya the Speaker of Parliament at the atudwa. Now the enkomo on this anti-LGBTQ bill it's still ongoing. Friday last week, and a Ghana Mrashebidja Trasi, and a pass the bill. After passing that bill, and come on, PM after the passage of the bill. Yet they say a man penning far away in the UK. Now, was it? Said the community, he thinks that there were some procedural breaches. And again, he needs to study the bill before say bill sign amanabayemra na ababayemra. Now, then speaker Akan. What does Afenyo Makin also said? The minority leader. And of course, yes, they want to be addressed as the mighty minority leader. Let's take a listen to what Afenyo Makins says.
For the finance minister, he must immediately come to parliament.
Oh, I beg your pardon. This particular tape is centered on the finance minister. I was almost summoned to the House of Parliament. But I'll be playing you the tape of Afenyo Makin's voice on the anti-LGBTQ plus bill. Let's take a listen to Afenyo Makins.
We have a question for the finance minister. He must immediately come to parliament on Thursday to explain the circumstances leading to the imposition of this 0.75% charges on mobile money transactions. We are not interested in the suspension. We are interested in how come, but for the public outcry, they were going to spring this surprise on the Ghanaian public. We are simply saying,
a few moments later.
My colleague says that we introduced 8 other taxes without mentioning them. I am not surprised. Only recently they said that there was a certain e-levy that was roaming around at the Bank of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I have in my hands a letter that was signed by the Bank of Ghana to MTN, dated January 31st, 2024. NDC was not in power in 2024. January. And in that letter, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, at the Bank of Ghana of the MPP, wrote to MTN, giving them no objection to impose the following fees. 1, introduction of a fee of 1% for cash out transactions below 2,000 Ghana cedis. 2, introduction of a 0.75% fee capped at 55 cedis for all transactions related to mobile money wallet transfer to banks.
All right, so that is the voice of Honorable Adongo. Were ye the minority leader? No. It was all on the 0.5% supposed levy to be charged by MTN on mobile money wallet transfers to the bank and the reverse. But Honorable Adongo aturenum to ababetu just say dia MPP for wabrana mu abemu no wo mu no mudi kan krata to the Bank of Ghana requesting this levy to be imposed. ɛno nsuo no tɔɔyɛ no nsɛm bɛn na esisi ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana titiriw yɛ a yɛwɔ nkran mɛba so but now a quick one on the anti-LGBTQ bill.
Concerns relating to the application and effect of orders 170, 171, and 172 of the standing orders of the House have been raised. Order 172 requires that amendments agreed to during consideration stage of a bill be captured accurately, appropriately, and incorporated into the bill. Order 173 further provides that at the end of the consideration stage of a bill, the clerk shall cause to be incorporated in the bill the amendments agreed to by the House, where practicable, and make available the amended bill to members before the third reading of the bill. Order 171 provides a further safeguard by permitting a member immediately before third reading to move that the bill passes through a second consideration, either wholly or in respect of a particular part or parts of the bill, or some proposed new clause or new schedule. Order 172 sub Order 1 also states that, and I quote, where a bill has passed through the consideration stage, the third reading shall not be taken until at least one sitting day has elapsed, unquote. Honorable members, while the House possesses the power under Order 3 to suspend any standing order with the leave of the House, it did not do so this time. The purpose underlying orders 170, 171, and 172 is clear. These provisions exist to ensure that members are afforded a meaningful opportunity to know with certainty the exact text of a bill upon which they are called to take a final legislative decision, and to permit adequate reflection before the House finally commits itself to a legislative position. In the aftermath of the proceedings of the House on Friday, concerns have been raised as to whether the final text of the bill, incorporating all amendments agreed to during the consideration stage, was available to members in a manner that enabled them to fully appreciate the exact form of the final bill before the third reading and ultimate passage into law. I have also taken note of concerns expressed by some honorable members that amendments adopted during the consideration stage did not reflect the position taken by the committee, as stated in the conclusion of the committee's report, to which, and I quote, the committee, having carefully considered the bill, unanimously recommends, unquote, its passage to the House. Unanimously recommends its passage to the House. Neither did the proceedings of that day convey the unanimity nor bipartisan understanding upon which the bill was initially promoted and deliberated on. Members, the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2025 and its implications on the LGBTQ+ issue is a global concern. Therefore, the eye of the world upon this parliament, the Parliament of Ghana. What we do here must be able to withstand any legal and constitutional challenges that are sure to come. The bill has from its inception being presented to the nation as a bipartisan legislative initiative. Such bipartisan cooperation represents Parliament at its finest. It demonstrates to the people of Ghana that notwithstanding political differences, members of Parliament are capable of uniting around matters which they consider to be of national importance. It is therefore my considered view that a legislation of this magnitude ought, as far as practicable, to command not merely the numerical support of a majority of members, but also the broad confidence of the House regarding both its substance, and the process by which it was adopted. What is right must be done rightly. Honorable members, I call on Parliament to rely on the provisions of motions and the conventions of this House to go back to this historic and important bill and reconsider it in the way that is truly bipartisan to conform with the convictions and confidence of our people, the initiators of the bill.
All right, and you know, Ghana's Parliament Speaker, Right Honorable Alban Sumana Bagbin, and Wakasai. So, are we going to see another parliamentary action before this bill is taken to the Parliament, is taken to the presidency for the president to sign? I remember listening to the majority leader in Ghana's Parliament, and what he says was that bill need ya pass away. Bill need ya pass away. And who ango here say bill no ya besa dia call Ghana mrashe bedwem na yasakwa ko atena so bio. Now the Right Honorable Speaker of Ghana's Parliament is also talking a different thing. Now ye bisa say which is which? Dia one he and I was a Ghana for ye fa. And one so na eto ye no. Emma Ghana aye deja. Emma ebinimu di arewo a wo mu di ye no enam so emma na ka omanmu ni nyina. Yesterday was 3rd June, 11 years after that bizarre incident esi ewo Kwame Nkrumah circle nipa mako 152 ehwere wo mo nkwan 154 any prayer and run so no tono na mpaya na me boa na say yen gonkote asambone but at the chin ye no news was all over adenta eden bi dwiri guye me no muka say ma me ba kwa to na nanom wonse do nipa biensa so epra eda ayasabia and what you know say wo de wani kan kromu a in crime around the Tudu area. And also the AC or Horenanya a jato a year opposed for dying beam. Ama a dino minimum case a she videos ne and come on, make it another say. Biana a she a year drano. Differences are who draw bebre and an air war. Ye bisa say, obi business no ana and now 1 year etete horo omo da dane business center my enkokotie what an eyewitness said yenkokotie
asia red asia no ana first for ombaye na omsetum ka esa koye omkoye no omse enya hweti achirei ni hu se je na so kese omse enya hwe ama omse je bia ahina elas no na atochi kakra bi enti amaja bi ama eno mtu omka no mkoe
enti minti ase a eja no start here no omo buy omo hu say eja no ande kese ba eno mkoe
eno mso mtu omka no mkoe enti chire boy ba ko otonomo ha no di me ka ko bomo na se eja no aso ano kese enti omomla omba ka umdi kadba no omo ya no si ensoni kani ana another ka bae ka ba no mo si eno so sa ensoni enti omo tu fa chire ana mkoe chire ka fu ba ande ba na eso enti ono na ebedro eja no kakra as stay na eja no kwa na ko so na ye de pure water you den mo ara yi amafo no ma ejaya na yi amafo no ma egu ekire ade wei ade ya tuma peja eno kwa do mabu ani no eno ne modu a ya tuma peja na ye ja no sa ama omo ti e de pure water buzu sa ma ono aye kama ba omba no msi dabi eja no de omutimi anya no mu etu omka akoye na eja yesuso amafo no ma ewade na eboa na muyi no ma nyina abae o ge ba kura de musi ne fa nso ama no kura no kura se kakra
antino and run come on eto dwa no this is an eyewitness account say eye no kre say enye no kre fire service for this time around no I don't know asambesi obefre fire for beba no empempi no nkoma ye tatene ne say fire for bedu ho a omusi nsuo ni kan dem
SOMPA FM
say nsuo ni kan dem a na ye bisa say aye den na mo betu ka nsuo ni mu na mo de akọ aye fire site aye den Ghana yedi how many years 69 next year will be 70 years minimum ka say wodi wedi kire nkro bebre so a wo fire tenders asay ebi mo okra wo nya bi da 70 years akura ayetimu yi. What is happening in Ghana? Yakokotie another eyewitness account.
Abantini yada enti eje bana fire service for wa na si etimi dwane e be framo na sabutimi so bu jana ejuma na moye ne sai e fa so dan ana wo so ya nyina ya ni kunu ya wo so ya ni kunu bala ne nyina ya ni bibi ya de hwe ma na samu be hwe na ya mobrofo ya be ya japade asidia mu go office ejuma be na mu office wo ejuma be na mu di fire service fue daddy amutu ka ba mu sin suoni daddy amutu ka ba mu sin suoni na ni ejuma na mo ne sai fire service mo ne sai o fire service akra fire service mo ne sai daddy amumani pai wu basa sana maye attention ade tama mutu ka ba ya ana ka mu bedu mu jana she say ade ana mama ya mobrofo ya mobosa ya da bonti ese ya da bonti ya kasa kura mu fiye ese ya nyanka esika fo wunti onyani kasa sikani timi ka tene se ko wanu tum ade tina e ban sa fire service for so be na wo muso e for so be na wo muso ade fire service for ade
mami ya kasama awosin egume asamu anamika no eno na mami no aka fire service for bi say emfa so bempa ena omoso asem sia ejato ofia eto do bi kra be frɛ obi amfa this all fresh no ma be fa wo mo fa no mo baso so a on ti bi ka kire bo say ensuo no enni kan mu yentie mame ni bio mame da sam no kan ye no in fact emu odu fire for no obuntie
abantini yada enti eje bana fire service for wa na si etimi dwane e be framo na sabutimi so bu jana ejuma na moye ne sai e fa so dan ana wo so ya nyina ya ni kunu ya wo so ya ni kunu bala ne nyina ya ni bibi ya de hwe ma na samu be hwe na ya mobrofo ya be ya japade asidia mu go office adwuma be na mu office wo adwuma be na mu di fire service fue Daddy amutu kaba musi suoni. Daddy amutu kaba musi suoni. Nani adwuma na moya ni sai. Fire service moya ni sai o fire service. Accra fire service moya ni sai. Daddy amumani pai wu basa sana maya attention ade. Tama mutu kaba ya. Ana kamu badumu jana. She say. Ade ana mama ya mo brofo ya mo bosa. Ya da bonti, ese ya da bonti ya kasakura mu fiye. Ese ya nyanka esika fo hunti. Onye ni kasa sika ni timi ka tene se. Ko wanu tum. Ade tina e ba ni sa. Fire service for so be na wo muso. E for so be na wo muso. Agra fire service kwe. Ade
Abushafo entis abre ye be kwa ahoma so na yene Desmonaka ede enkobo DO2 Desmonaka wono na oye the head of public affairs at the Ghana Fire Service. Many Desmond and Patrona hot to say.
About the other room, I have here.
Hey, Desmond, we talk to Bibia Bokode.
Yeah, Mompa Bonka.
And no boy and Comoy saying na a jashishe no a course so a war a year to do area. What actually happened? And aside that, Musenya calls to attend to some emergency situations. Wabra and wa insunotory.
The weather to Wakunya de Amae. Na Intia on a wonderful with Chief Wina. And Wabra insuno, if you are here, I know yet, and you said the air baby and means also. In Tempa near the hotlines, any emergency numbers in the truth, I said. Be here and more, say, Joe, say, structural collapse, say, in Syria. Omomode now, fair. Emma, in your call, 85 in the Merino. There two, Potomo baby, Parcoin. A police before Akache, Accra Central Police Station, Barracks and next, Jabrani, Apapo. Now, when Emma, Manti, our Accra City Fire Station.
Yeah.
I could do her within 2 minutes. I could do her. Now, a Jana Jins a Mudada. Now, I could do her. Now, the X-ray and I said, a Jana started more than 20 minutes. And Sana, one. No, air to Yanka. Now, 20 minutes, just not more than 5 minutes, and Sana what to Yanka. If you do an emergency, Mudada. Yes, what could hear say, a shame back on a buy, and I'm going to name Numjano. Yeah, assessment, and also, if you say a water is said, even more put food be to now, on freezers, near fridges, normally electrical appliances, gas. I would also gas explosions. I would also air cost water. Then, also, I could hear say, you can change easy for so. Now, would do and protect Honon Kania. The Chayan Kanian and Co. Never said, it can be a Jano head on. Now, and who am a bar, yes, that's it, your better assessment. Now, I have a reinforcement. I'm a boy, and then 70 no one to be a combine set fire for a bar. They say, we didn't have 1 5 2 with Jana, so then they come here and say 1 French 1 map. As Ansemino, the Caribbean, I can be a course only a day in an answer view, like a thing here. Who say a jar, yeah, but I'm afraid within 2 minutes we do an agent and more later. Now, they say, okay, quite password, you can show no. And then I would do a whole bank be a way a waterworks for factory to be a whole, and the warehouses to be shop near there, and then there, you know, you go whole bank, I Jana and Kokana. Like I said, insect security be at Tevono. I have a boom the water cap, what the mine. Okay,
many others want to maybe I told you about Tremor, my main Bremuka crack with the Wadarumo. Until 1 year, I say fire service for Bedu. Now, one can say, and show any kind of mono. Sassamono, and Yanokre.
Remember, you mean, Fabia, otumi abesete any fire station bi pɛya ɛna menim sɛ wankasa wahu bi da ɛpɛ sɛ wankasa ka na wasɛpɔ ne watiifoɔ nyinaa ɛmu sɛ ampa saa nsɛm a nkɔfoɔ ka no ɛnokorɛ bakyɛ wahu fire tender yɛdispatch sɛ ɛmmra fire station nsuo no mu da na
ɛno no me hu bi da nyabotre me hu bi da but the nyabotre me hu bi da but ɛyɛ mwankasa mo nkrɔfo a wɔn mo de fire tender no kɔɔyɛ no ebia na nkɔmɔdie bi ɛkɔɔ so wabra na wunim sɛ saa nkɔmɔ no kɔɔ so sɛ ɔmɛdu yɛ no yɛkae bae no nsuo ɛnni tender no mu
Pacho, duty officer na say the ɛhyɛn no oda wɔn ano a obetu kaa no nsuo ne kaa no mu a yɛtumi yi n'adi nti mɛpɛ sɛ mɛbisa sɛ hwan na sɛ bi owu ne nua yɛ firefighter na ɔyɛ duty officer anaa ɔyɛ officer in charge na obetu kaa onim sɛ obi kudu mu daa ɛwɔ sɛ ɔde nsuo kɔ na wɔamfa nsuo ankɔ na ɔpɛ sɛ yɛyi n'adi sɛbi yɛ adwuma koraa ɛte sɛ na wonyɛ adwuma a wode ti fie nti saa nsɛm no deɛ mɛsrɛ mo nsɛnkyerɛfoɔ sɛ mo ama yɛansekyerɛ yɛ se na yɛanka ne titititi akyerɛ ghanafoɔ a asɛm wɔntwa da wona wɔ sɛ motumi tekyere mo so na mobusa wɔn sɛ evidence bɛn na nipa no a ɔbɔ yɛ sobɔ sɛ nsuo nim no ɔwɔ a ɔde gyina so akata nsuo ne kaa nim sɛbi sɛ nsuo ne kaa nim a ɛne yɛso mfasoɔ ne dɛn sɛ yɛbɛkɔ saa fire station
na mejiri pese
na yɛse yɛamfa nsuo ankɔ na deɛ yɛkɔyɛ dɛn nsuo ne yɛ main weapon nti ɛgya no a yɛaba so yɛba bɛdum no no afei na yɛba bɛhwe gya no yɛhunu ne kɛseɛ yɛhunu sɛ gya no ɛtrɛ kɔ ha ansa na yɛkɔfa nsuo aba na kyɛ sɛ sɛbio sika aman de man no na nso mfatoɔ ne dɛn
mejiri fi sɛ ɛyɛ videos na ɛnenam a abrante bi ka sɛ wɔn bɛdu hɔ no na nsuo ɛnni tender no mu no it amounts to publication of false news. Now, have you gotten hold of that particular video?
Yeah, because I didn't hear. And I said, who said video no so? I will pursue any part. Edia, me who say all can be at the time. You better know. Because it is high time. I was saying, and I'm running the two at free and Ghana program. Every year, just a piano, and a fire for the bombarding. Yetinya so ano ne dum bia ye benya nkofo a wo be ba be kan sembuna se bio na so bia ne so na wa fa wo ho adi I think say bre na wie di say what is tini enne sa nsembunu we okrom ha no yetini enne no once and for all enti mesre pa se ye interview a wo be boa me na me sa kasa bi bi na me de sa footage test so ampa to bi wo a o kan sembunu I mean, so be any swap. Yankasa met champion, the actually any pacono. Okay, so and Marano said you piano. You didn't be possible because the fact you can mobilize 5 fire engines, free atrocity, ministries, parliament, and anything, industrial area, sector, and it's happening. The deputy project on an important one. If I attend a benefit, they're dispatching. Like I said, what a kid dispatching, a quarter, Emma Otiniba. Yes, I knew when you know to me up. At Zapadia, they told me near Bohoma now, or Shan Sasso. Said you, if you need the emperor, Ubia Shreven Quat, I was there. Not the only thing Ghana for another one near Mano Ijakan on the bit near Canada, fire for Crossing Fast one is the Yungu fire service. Then you go fire service, and what did it near to Kubium? You call Casa and one dinner home. Best friends and trouble. Woman and so young one. Now for education and co. Sabi, you could do fire scene. Yentia. And it do baby. Young higher who be brave said. You compare when you be sure could be Janos on the say. It is me up say. Live warrior be crowd, a Jano baby, a generation. And you know my holding a baby at that from one. A holding with Bunny because it is energized. Nsuo ne saa live boy ano emfa ye tro book mu a enye be firefighter na ono na ba na oba be ye omo no se bi obi kunu oyobi yire oyobi ba oye breadwinner se bi ye juma ye no to the extent say you be timi de yankwa akura ikaso eno de mrama kwan nenso ye be ba ye bi mu te risk no wo fo ayi nim tebi nso be gu so na obi ba ya oye responsible breadwinner obi kunu na obi yire ebe ye le tutu te no wi sa wu ya we de nya dia ye professional no ye be ye da sabi ye be ba na ye be hunu se gas explosive ni abi ko na ye bi nso gu so a ebe be explosive na ye kese no ye fa nso gu so da na what ye pe kwan foforo so na ye timi hwese ejana no ye timi so ano from maybe the east wing direction and now the west wing direction and now say the southward direction and now the northernward direction na boama ye timi ato jana no a ye be hwe ne aye sabi anyina ma hone wo ho na wo se EPD fo nso eye wo adwuma na wo ti dum nkania wo ho sabi be be timi aye adwuma na EPD fo nya wa adwuma ya nkopre ye ho na ye nkuku ye mranche na ye mabawa no enti se jane ba mo tutu fa so bo ne moye enye ni nyina na e fa service ija ba na te library bi wo ba bi na ye susu te di so bu e de electrician be ba e wo se EPD fo dum ho nkania na ye nya rehye mu se nso e bi kogu ade no so no enkofa ha wi ama anka na ye adwuma enti so bo ni bi wo so a e wo ka wo de kobo EPD fo enye fa service te ye ko ba bi na wo se ye nya hydrant e wo se nsuo tini ba at the desired pressure ye bi ni ho a enye fa service ne de bo so mo no bo ye de ma water company ade na bibia ba na ye pese de so bo ni na ma ga no na sana fa service woni be ne de nya na fo
me macho mini others money nyabotre. So with all this that you are saying, ya bano ayef odum jafo ejuma amuye mu a say no, what are your challenges?
Mini abema challenges ne de ya kan 150 kwa men kroma breso enya fi na ye ba beta bonkru na ya ba ba ndana fo ni ye hawo ba ye nti se ga na ni bia se ni na japade en hye ya wo so bu aban so se abanye ye hu fa afo se de bia wo kam wa ha de bia wo ba wo ti won ti water hydrant no aban me tro Ghana water company nti hydrant ma wo na wo se wo pumping so to for hydrant me nti se ga na ni bia ordinarily no wakadida
oh bikra me ti ekra makapa sa asam no me takra
for ne ma no de wo hunu nyansa e kakre w fire for by one fan ju ama na hydrant na w de diga no e hye na e water hydrant no wo na two friend na fire for by you ti ni adwuma ye Ghana water company adwuma no and then one hunu no afa to one bo na wo de ba do fire steady enti ye best Ghana for or how many we shall not pretend to the of craft Ghana National Party is the near career. A bank in near career. And looking at November 26th, last year, we read the budget, where you say, there are feed or better 100 fire engines. Now the rescue equipment are coming. Like you say, a buying every day a promise of the other party, any number. Yeah, so you support Wukrum. Yeah, you need to Jabba at the Kanya, Yabobna, near the Suburb of service. Other than I am to so young to carry home, corporate Ghana, individuals. Young to carry home, not can you I did me at Tony Diabo for service. I used to be here. Now I'm a car by the and one for service into me to my year. Many say, your challenge is there. Make control planes there. I can't be no. You know the opinion, then so. Ehwehwem ne ba ija ne ba structural collapse ne ba infiri ne ba kakra na ye wo no eno ne ye de beba ne de aba be so Ghana fo enti ye beba na obi atem ye beba na wonti adwuma na sinti wo be fu ye no aka nsem a eni mu a ye be chew ye de wagina nsem na ye ka ne sen emana no ye bubo ye de ye on tenda ho ma afofra enti this the next time obi anka nsem hunu fa Ghana National Party service.
Okay, Minia, on the 3rd of June year 2015 Ghana ha asam kase to yen asam kase na to yen echi no Me GDP say the 196 reporter eba bonten air kase bi air kase. They should equip the fire service and Anyabiano fire service for. Have you been equipped with those rescue gears?
When I'm doing kind say, and you might hear me and Yadia and Saka, and also to say, at the end of the Ghana for friend and me and Ma, Yadaba, the one, Yadaba, the Yaduma, Media Jenqua, Edia Japadia. I don't think there's the report by Yawa. I was set with commission away implemented. And it is me a buying. And to give it a question,
Bibisa, oh my Bibisa.
I to say no, I was set the Papa Mukrana. I was a government national power service. In a air ambulance. In a kind of thing, you need to be in a lot of modern rescue equipment. A high-powered cutting tool, and rams, combination tools, a bucket, a prevention diaba, and then be a board, a particular near space, near quadrant of what can I know, and quite. It can pay, you know. I are other organizations, individual, and a boy. Am I to such a rescue?
Okay, so what But okay, we say after the June 3rd disaster, no, I buying abuamo ewo ekwan bi so based on the report. Now, maybe say nyama bang na buying a supply to the Ghana National Fire Service.
Well, since 2015,
yeah,
we share people vehicles not just there were some brand of fire attendants to say Volvo. There were Tata vehicles, there were DAF fire attendants. Abanswa Abuamienya 2 hydraulic platform. Abuamienya 1 rapid intervention vehicle, and also and structural collapse also identity the choir, the echo boy, Jimmy Manady, a dozen, but Tonano, you hear more. I would say, Ghana for the here, said you would be able to get your own, you give me the PPA. Was star stations in the PDB.
Wow.
Now, star station you on Krana, in the quite a shame back up and also a shame back a same way you know an army and what said, you responding. There been the if and temple, you then we're a fatano. But they need to change. We spend some time to travel.
Yeah.
And then I do one and imagine the if you ever to towards the assemblies, assemblies are one new fire stations, everyone so a new city. So they are buying the new fire engines in the back. You need to be able to be a couple. There be stations, maybe actually one of them.
Okay.
So they are the easier, more fair. We travel less distances. We do 110. It's near the shop, Jumedia, Ecosono. Now, apprehension is near the Swano, Nankofa, Ikrani or how beers.
When the matter was a pa, but now Kasaruka assemblies need be almost fire stations. Now, no, many a year, the district chief executive, Emma, a year offense, so a year north, Edin Komo. He tells me that they have a station there, all right, but they don't have a hydrant. They don't have a tender, not a hydrant.
This district in India, what near to I commission crying a fire post, yeah, change the fire tender. Now, yet you need the alcohol. But there be one swap, and we see input. And now, never said almost 5 years ago, some municipal commander for Fabri East.
All right.
Usha Fabri East, Washington Regional. It's a very huge municipality. Fabri East, a fire tender back up and one a share a Tija Fabri South. And one a cop Tafo Pancrono and Potempo. I do the idea, Breman for and Suba Eberemwa. And probably is to say no. I would see enough fire station there. Three grand couple.
Okay.
A dinner fire tender. Then the being to a cordier. I know to be a bed too far engines cross or what. Not getting your boy. So the bay and to see a crowd no cat. The young and create a few tanker be crowned after the engineer Pacusto. It's making master quine swore by Diama. Said, the airport of the crown and union. Enter crown, maybe a woman and bonzo ever. Not just a some women here more than 3 fire stations. But the day are BBC and Tempano, no mobilization, no, at near Coso, near to one them. And would be no, they're saying crying. And 1 year, 1 woman to join up. Now, once for would be known so no. Yes, CD, na M1. Now, once or one starting, or what Danum near the hour between Sodiama Fire Service. Na a giant TVI fire station, na getting your bank communities, no. 1 year more, now on fire, a Japanese time for mine. But the Baya, this year, and Tempani to near Blue, 9 more is a pattern. Okay.
Many of the here that Mejawa Moako, but ideally, no, according to the international standards, no, a country like Ghana, per a station, no. Fire tenders do saying ena was yenya. And secondly, no yesha fire tenders are yewo my mua. Omudu do saying send ye here account.
You may not say and as you see, the papa mua, I was international standards, no. I was each fire station, the enya fire appliances, grand, answer.
SOMPA FM.
Fire stations, over 290 fire stations. And you need to put a fire tender. The papa more there was a beer crying up back. And so far tenders a war Ghana in 290. And now because that means you know every more than 15 years to know. In a short time, we see break it down. Break it down. And then say, oh, share fire stations are a year in commission. At any given time, you may be getting the figures in terms of sometimes maybe on the high side, sometimes on the low side, depending on how frequent the engines break down. But I can confidently tell you that as at now, over 65% of our engines are operational.
Over 65% are operational.
Over 65% of our engines are operational. If you know say, if you know the engine fault, if you want to see a cockra part in free man on it, any day, hence you know no repairs, no, I am not a checker. But if you are na bay and the clutch and say the tie, other little electrical mechanical fault in the a band tempana, it to me. Actually, not actually avoiding.
And Ayana buying releases for the maintenance of the tenders and
no dear, I'm buying schedule releases kata. I'm buying na call more the man. A boy and so a YP. W it's answer and schedule and lawsuit, you know. Now, and also to me, if you quite no. One said, I did this year, no. There was a directory, Yacom, Bobosi cannot do another court maintenance.
Okay.
Then near Marco do be so high in Tinian because I come back to Canon to ensure that endorsing to know. There are a lot of stress and the other two management to a giant bomb modern set, none of all who don't see. There are this year, you did near Babayam Bueno. Not a back to me, no night to be a buy more. And until I see a back fire scene, and I see the incident near Bananco for a third channel. No, would be at a man now won't crying because or how many mania you come one Sunday and services are you have no idea. The best Ghana for pa. So when you be a 9 year was a worker, who baby or the one come near or so born of the fact. All
right, yo. My nasi na adenta dia no so akwa kusi saying.
Na enipa enum na hoka dwemu structure na collapse ya na a 2-story building.
Na a 2-story building.
Second story no second floor na dia. Na nya dia wotini esie. Baby ana abushe one your first floor. Hono na ja ebugu ma maame a oka ho a isusu se ni fie no kwa ni mo bia be late 30s no Margaret Pelly ono di yi no medical team na wo examine na chese ya bia kwa wo ni mo no na ko we dey edina the fahama na mu and the entire management and staff of fire service. Okay,
now we can Kwabri East Assembly. Say thank you, exactly. Then party see.
And I know the Metro over member Kakana Makika sorry,
Matthias, but you can give us a tip of the story that you have gotten.
Oh, the minimum say akwanhia bi atu ewo estimating part ebae no so enade a yetena ho ye bo modern ma ye nanti awo mamponten etini koduru ho etri na mindful so ebeka ho a ye don ka say yetini aduju jana no fuel tanker na akohwe afia amaja atom. Let me a containing situation now. Yeah, has to be near the crack. Yeah, has a interview what to bear for. There will be Kuprana said it will be any day and Concoba.
Many others,
people for and right you want a day. I'm in charge of 37. I will not put you on shower. You're bomb pythons one better. And
to do a jana a she and also swear. What you mean? Adukudia my jana to.
You know, put you for me as what to say. And no, and you know, one saka, Nipaba could be or that by Kukumua, which is to say, be a honor at Kujano. And so if you move cotton. Like I say, Yamaman one way you should know a pina, at the top a graph of fra. And I might clear for. Also, at na mama ne baba. Nenu a to di no. I hope them say di no say ya branch e ba ko.
Ai.
Put no ba ko ko bo no ma o ye unconscious. I mean charge to trade here.
Why conscious?
Really conscious next year. He said no ho beto no. And into your best Ghana for pa. But
that's one. That's one. Said the woka ye no. I think the education must be ongoing. And you know, for we over here, it was SOMPA. You better say, Abrano, no. You come over here, you make a request, so we can educate listeners on why?
Yeah, yes, we have a boy who did tell you, that's what Susana, then I follow go on. That's why it is Juma, so they are supporting us better.
Many others one, Mammy Nasi, Yamin Shrap. Yo, Abusha Forte, Desmonaka DO2, one no a customer for my Ghana National Fire Service. Yabada and Wabasisia, Yaba, Odika. Media. Assembly, I'm a catcher Odike. Many a prince, Sefa, Ewaha, Sasada, a Opinta. So ewaha. We'll be getting into the discursive aspect of the show right here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. This is For God and Country. We are right back.
Foreign call. Hello, Papa. What do be a new? Sister say me feel London, echo US. No crowd who crowd from Mania. No, Papa, what to say? A radiat mahabako. Nana could just see. Echo Bassin Penemo. There were two dancing Hunyamanonso. What's your dear? Oh, what's your Aquaba? Monsieur, or Bodma Cross like an anwa. Now, what do US want some for Bontisana? Hey, Papa, US a Hakuradi. Nana could just see Company Limited at Jibebia. One more Holland, Germany, France, Italy, London, Canada. A densi hunyamadia. Obia sin na nakojeje Company Limited. Na matese wo bie depo kesie bi e wakaswa. E hona wo bia koto densi hunyama. Na eya no kura papa. Oh, eya no kura pa. a police station in Chanhua. Hey, a Kuba sempre monono. Onye mereda. She, where Kurano me and somewhere and will be in Fufroyao. Baku a Buakwasa Kumasi, and Bakuso Pokrasa and Kranha. Obiase, Nana Kodogasi, a Bemaba, our dancing, what on cement, iron rods, banding wires, and Nadua plywood, and just said about dance roll. Tis a BB, they share a dance yas de Kobi. The pony in answer, a to football, would go come more, what could you free? Akra we ka so depo ene pokrasi de no kra to nkyanya wasa wobu akoteman Tantra Hill Iron City amanfrom wasa bie depo kese so e wo Koshiman Kumasi sepase depo no kra da nkyanya ebisu magazine road head office no wa bie depo kese so e wo da de ntam edwisu Akra road femeswa opposite Alhaji Salia ampaba meboshen Tanoso Breman and Amanfrum. Numbers of man for the fray 0244 313 752 and 0244 41 93 93. Nana Kujesi Company Limited. Hey, a Kuabas in Primono.
In the stillness of the morning, before the noise of the day begins, there is a sound rising, a sound of prayer, a sound of power, and a sound of victory.
Yamawakwaba was SOMPA First Service. I was SOMPA TV, SOMPA Radio.
Your early morning altar of encounter. Join Bishop Albesaki Kwabo.
Onyankopon di fa wastra no eweye brim. Enam ne nsaso ama onyankopon we ya honwade pi.
Through this prophetic platform, destinies are aligned, burdens are lifted, and lives are transformed.
We need to teach us SOMPA First Service. Ewo homa yen. Enye TV program keke. Eye bra osro ne asasi hia. Eye bro onyankopon kasa chenema.
Set your alarm, tell a friend, gather your family, and let the Spirit of God reposition your life.
And SOMPA First Service encha wo hu hoda eya dwada kusi efiada anopa no num kusi anopa no nsia fa woda no nyina share radensa na erade beye
Emra me pacho bra na me hwa de wo bag
Bra aden ena so biem
Ei time heba me hya ya me kan se yi ba kun ani wayi me ensen
Bra sanya time heba me hya esia gyimi ni me fiefo enya de abako ebeso yen
we de udi se ofani nyina
time heba me hya me ka se me di wa dance ya heaven ena de me kwa akopie enti se malaria we draw ne time heba mixture
enye enunku de nanum oto a wontimi ani die no time heba mixture duro no ena yema wo oba a wofa afuro de wo ma akoda no fo ene akoda woni mfie dumienu entimi num aduro yi bi se obeto aduro yi bi anuma hwe se wako hospital anase lab amiye hu se wo atudie malaria yi bi ansa se opetam heba mixture enui dudu atu a fo ani kire KNG Herbal Center ewo Emrom Abidjan House ana ba ko so wo atonsu Monaco Junction
eno echi obenya bi atowo over the counter medicine sellers ene herbal shop dodo na em
Fre 0244 417669
Kayo set time no TIME time herbal mixture afi malaria fever bi adani ziba ewo munu betu akọ
FDA agi adwadi nkratu yi atu
Hagia special local foods abakade enye aduane ne aduane o ye wa aduane ne ye wa aduane enye nwanwa se Ghana ha ahemfo eyi akese wede na kese party akese se wo pe baabi a wo be serve wo ma wo ho se ye buffet ene wo mo ye se ye local continental dishes a wo bi atwa nani a Hagia special local foods e wo hacho atomic kwan so ho no de enti efe ni local foods ne se enye wo mo ye aduane a na wo mo atentam tomatoes apro meko apro jena apro garlic apro no de aye aduane se eya abontine aduane edi yenye ni bisa dabi Hagia suro nyame etinye nwanwa se Ghana ha etitire se ministries agencies akese eyi ahemfo na nanom ahemamo wo mo tenase no wo mo si ye bedidi ye didi eziban ye didi a wo mo se mo mfra Hagia special local foods efise hono ena aduane no ekoyie Ghana ha ba bia wo mutimi serve Hagia special local food pese wo fra eye 024 63 59921 024 63 59921 and answer 059 479 7215 eye 059 479 7215 for na would dem
21st clinic aye sciatica expert sciatica no wo nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no se ho techema eno ene ye fa ne sciatica na etimi bubu wo to ase ka wo se dwe wo siremu wo je ho ba bi a enye na no na 21st clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye nti abaso bo ma je ne wo Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketua wo mu je international awards ahodo wo mu je local awards ahodo na anu nso na wo mu bie the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa Africa bibrim ha no ebi ni baby a gise 21st clinic nko a wo mo de bibiduro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama de ba ko a wo magidi wo mu pa no sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade Ghana ha baby a wo mo ho
enkran ha sese ye wo Tantra Hill runabout se wo free enkran eba ye wo wonsa nifa so wo frama saman so na eba nso a wonsa bonkum so ho na wo behu ye
0540-311-311 0540-311-311 na 21st clinic still wo mo ye sciatica expert.
Aha! Just hot kinky.
Just hot kinky.
And your hot, just bread and pastries is say. Just hot kinky dokono noa. Ye di yellow corn of vitamin A womono. Na ye 3 Ghana so the sepe.
3 Ghana so the sepe.
No mo to dokono wa mountain so. Eno no mo tu etono. Say dear. Occasion bia. Se wo pe dokono serve wa wo ho a. Wo de free. Na ye customizing the amount. Se the wusi penny bia. Protein opese de ka ho. Ni ayama wo kama. Yes, we take orders for every occasion and you can customize the price of your orders based on the kind of proteins you like at a very affordable price. And to say, Obie say just hot kinky and noa and ye serve ya wo just bakery e wo dome commercial bank in Chenwa and to fraying and wo 02560688832 na yen customize wo orders ne ma na fa serve wo se de wo se pen pepepe just hot kinky
and
ye hot.
Abuja for SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and Country. Mamin Cow said, "You when you make wa maso yasenande yedi ejumedi ebrel 21st clinic sciatica originator the sciatica pacemaker the commander the researcher himself onungura ne onunguto ne wedua me pacho sabra utimi se wonya sciatica yade na eya dia obetimi aso ano e dia maw ebiom the endpoint homeopathic clinic or see the end to chronic diseases yare kwankwa adukro ache oje nwenje a endpoint in kwa na betimi aso ano Dr. Edubu Atensa no adwuma no so na time herbal mixture so as the time HH mixture and then the capsules a man memedru and also a boy adwuma yie pa timpacho tem kan na wi ya we ni nyumeku a wo maso asere RSYD no Vigi Studio so asere na wi ti bia obia no ya de a enyi we fide de mfia meka emo ensempa e de akyeremo Prince na say Prof Bibia Bokode.
Nyamiadum Bibia yo mechia me colleagues especially opening kese Odike. Ene wetie for ahwefo nyina.
Ye be da ase. Any team the team da ase. Etie for da ase ahwefo so e da ase. Obida na we. Bibia Bokode. Yo ye da nyame ase. NDC mu Bokode. Nyabotre mami, I'll get back to you. I say mentonka nyabotre mentonka, I'll get back to you. Odike that is saying.
No ye pa.
Bibia Bokode.
Enya kra yetim.
Ah. Enya kra yetim. Enya kra yetim.
Na aha. Na ben enya ba.
Sa. Den aba.
Ya de ehun.
Den ehun.
Ah. Ara uni Ghana.
Me Ghana ba ebia wo hu bibia me mehu.
Ah. Me de me hu no.
Den na wo hu.
Me si de me hu no. Eniema nye.
Eniema nye. Niema benza na nye.
Asiten mo ayden.
Asiten mo ayden wo Ghana.
O to ayento. Ska mo ayden den. Yeah, the numbers and the figures and the children. Inflation any new.
And shouldn't tree.
And so, woman say, or more for so good economic environment on us. Yes, we are always the recipient, you know.
Yes, you are who is
you have money.
Yeah, which and
they are only the mismatch. Ain't me commensurate. Woman say, yeah. Mama at I create your marking scheme. What's the 2 questions? I don't want to create your marking scheme. I don't want to my Ghana for. I'll just say.
Okay. And Maminti a year Upinta so kakra. Master say all right, Upinta me bow in Chengama weti yakoti a Upinta. Upinta, but what time can I see? Debbie, mente unka. You know, ebeya anka. Open that as but open that would over to like a suffer.
And anyway, they say
sabotage. Debbie, nyamo. Me pacho na Saturday Safu ma report. Safu ma report.
Is that we have one open task? Na they are over catch.
Obita bibi abokore.
Edini Opintan.
Thank you. Opintan. Enti Miriam Prince ebe ya nanka wa shift la. Oh Debbie. Opita ma me bisa o. Say what you dike o sinema munye. Figures na na de ekoso grounds no emfa.
Wana ekasa
odike
o sa
na wante
I mante
uti be no one
because nye sa netie
anti ndc for masisi mu aso
enye ndc for nesisi aso no the reality is on grounds the reality is on grounds
odike ka sam sesi a wo so one
oh the all can nye no kre
aha afa na okasa
the all can nye no kre what them say it's na me say mante no
ye fancy
there be ye fancy and 4th June
there be nyabodu
and 4th June
Ghana man who na
Ghana
June 4th.
You see, let me tell you something today, Mama. Kwana me kasa me June 4th. I can obike uni to me metran Mama kasa and Magana.
And then
you know what? Mama kasa. No, Mama kasa. Mama kasa. Mama me kasa.
Do for father try.
Mama kasa. Do for you see, this is what brought the democracy we are enjoying today.
Wow.
This is what brought the democracy we are enjoying today.
4th June.
This is what brought the democracy we are enjoying today. The rulings that we always demonize. Rulings that they are demonizing no. No make sure say your democracy. Stay and
that is
and who enjoys our democracy or no be demonizing.
Debbie, one
asitremu nyeden. You see, asitremu nyeden. Odike otoyeto. Adwuma bi a wo ye bia kasha me say adwuma bi say kan wo ye adwuma wo nye ska eh den odike utumi tofu wa na de ba ha okay I'm being frank with you today. Wow. And then so we come
Nipa 152 Efrem 154 Epraye. Any lessons learned in Rad you know, what would you say?
Prof,
you just have about some 4 minutes on this.
You see, I want to go the ground on this.
You must call the ground.
Yes.
On the ground.
When him Ghana how home. Aye.
Odike.
Aye. When him. Sa ni ye komu ene. Bisa ho say engineers a e wo Ghana ha. Omunyo o mafamu de. Omayo mafamu de. He about 2 weeks ago. No, is it 2 weeks? I was supposed to come here so we sir. Minam tafa chire here insu bi eto ya na sisi kwan ya na kwan ne nko no. He mi ko pie plastic so pa won. Enye bi nipa bi ne de plastic me to wonum.
Edo de ye be kan ho asem. But I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question. What's your fire service for? Or more challenges? What's your no? What's your dear a year or month for a car form? Then I'll become.
See, is it, sir, fire sem, and then the way Nima ACT, no, and we are no man could see I will be in a sense.
Adentra.
Last time we just she were Ghana, near Pequine Crack, near. But we have people in this country say yes ye ye na mbo ye nyina kwabra say there be mempene ye penu say ya kwabra ne no but Ghana yen kan okro bi nchire ye hu what them chena say yen kan okro bi nchire ye hu and then our entreat journalists am Ghana ha mu fasa ekunwe kura mu fasa akunwe na mu educate Ghana for on this. You know why? Share a jay shame and enray. Ewo, you say that can preventable.
To do what you know.
Yes.
I think
what's a PR no crack assembly. Say, almost on call you say. No, say gas explosion cost one no. Ahead then I mean room honum. Because on also swim for the light.
And as a light na isi so no kaniano.
Where gas is ho, e jad them. Market now the gas I could see ho. Market now the gas I could see ho. Obi okra na instead so be preventing ye no. Onye. No just like that. Where you soon you buy ni binom. And a man near cost nyina etutu ye no. Hey, fire tenders, yes, it's true. Our fire service is not well equipped. Truth be told, our fire service is not well equipped. I wish you say, in fact, President Mahama have said it, and the other new one or two name maybe say, until Mr. Handy over to them, but it's not enough. They need a lot of equipment, modernized ones. I mean, drones are if anything, you crowd a buy ball type fire extinguisher no, and crowd a buy I don't know whether we have some even in the country. They are not equipped. Our fire service department so almost from saying yes, they are not well equipped. They need to, yes, because I asked myself, say, June 30th, it's 14 years ago,
11 years.
11 years, sorry. 11 years, and then, yeah, no one. It's how they say, if it's see years back. After making so see. Nina, me ame witness being so our Winneba Junction. Net don't call it serious. But, quite so. No, I was anke they be a fire service for or mukra also more kind so crowd more than police for. But it's not happening that way.
Or more kinds so
highways, yeah, highways, no. You don't see even one fire tenders around.
And got advantage points, you know.
They should be there. Than police for me now.
Oh, Debbie, you can see that. Oh, my boy,
oh, me there, Debbie, on my mommy and can
you can see that. No, you can't denigrate the
police. No, we are not denigrating them.
No, but you can't.
But see, let me ask you a question. Just this highway, this highway.
Yeah.
From Tesano Junction, who say Peace FM one.
Yeah.
From home, we do Numria, Bob 8, 9, Abeka Junction. Thank you. Traffic be unnecessary traffic na police for jam omo ye den
na police for na create traffic no
yes almost barrier omo ye den
almost bar e wo hin
Abeka Junction ko woni kakra bia
but say ni na no omo boy
ehun ban bo ben me dey adi bi omo me kan no kure no
we dey me das
mo me kan no kure no because when ne ekoso omo emu anom no journalists mo fancy mo boso na mo kan no kure ne nkyerɛ na mo nja politicians na mo abo ye chi abo ni na anya yen ni nyina nye yen nipa bi na ti ba bi na
nipa su
na ekoso o
me da se Prince uties mene fire PRO kasa the ACC ye se no oman no yenye den
yo prof oman ne de ye wo adwumaye pa and nano na me tro bibi say it looks as if say yeah, moving forward in a backward direction. And I don't know how else I made it. See, or my civilization over the years. You see, and there may be a conenimu dear. Ama, you fan say be a first, no. Nanquara be cry nice for meboa. Say, won't time Sanya money be especially outside in crossing. But forward na ye kono in many ways penifo be Rebecca Charles say near retrogression ana a trikono more e won ma bebre ho enema bebre ye bibia me gina 52 years old me who railways aye adwuma won kokko
sure. Even Grana me fruit slipper from Kumasi to Takrady.
Yes, I saw it with my naked eyes. A slipper train,
yeah.
Station.
Unkwa cabin. First class, Mikaipa.
And they will be saying, they won't even believe it, saying that BBC How? A crop bang and the advanced countries bang and a way who are BB to say train instead of say the modern one say Babe Kahono. yeah dear ne dear e bebre ahira
na some one kasana under your government na muka
oh nanado ya de was ade no ho chief please
na de ebefa wiem na
why ade ono kwa no why ade recently it's true eno kwa ade I mean you can't take that away from him or try it. How about the other governments? They know my on the railway, at least. But the point is not even about
fire service.
Now make can say near my bebre so
fire service.
Fire service yeah can. So Papa can say or say they have about 290 fire stations.
Yeah.
And about the same number of fire tenders. Be brain so you old. Or can say be 15 years. No they all how many of them let me function when it's about 15 years old?
Ajibens.
Ajibens. So more ya cratch for more muchi bens.
Now me tribi. Normal.
So but the bottom line is why utimuzo no so kasa no yes steady kakra or careful kakra.
Yeah.
One kanina you could see say I mean so you are buying juma ni and all that. But you could tell say otitimu chewa. Most of the fire tenders ni nyina me sure ni nyina.
Or say about only about 65% of them are operational. Even that na cry will be one.
Me sure say ebia ya be half at best. Because me won now for bebre omo fire department and minim say omo bebre no omo die ho yaw even MPP cry no they felt say compared to police say the MPP for resources police na efekeke the army was well taking care of the 14,000 force that we had. I mean police in so MCA did do about 50,000 your resources were more fine yeah nipa there but the bottom line is some of the forces no yeah they ho and na MPP sima womo ye nyina ye hu photos near videos and ado ya de e wo kwan bebre hu e wo forces but fire service is an area me namfofo omo wo ho eye adwuma wo ho e ka kire me say ye no omo an hye ni ye yes they complain I'll be honest sure. So I say so abayin so there say continuum right oni pa be bi wanyini nyina no government ne betimi aba wa be solve problem nyina abayin we buy ene say omo ka say omo ye budget bi e ma omo e say omo kototo niema na ade ankosi aga
oh but say uti say o say o ma toto niema ne bi aba
oh utie papa ne ka say mu ye niema ne bebre mai that's the sense I make kind. Also a PRO. Enti eja omo de omo adwuma omo. But enye say bia on na mebe bonachi per se. But on this way na adwuma. Ba ye nyina ye tie wo ha. The bottom line is aban e was so omo ye bibi e ma ye hu. There are so many and then me make it the argument and say enema aban e was progress omo ye e ma ye hu no. They are not doing it and MPP prepare ni abeye. I'm just saying, say, me pacho, odike pacho. Ni ame can say, wo share bibi to say flooding issue. On by best set task force and kusiaga. Okay, wo share issue with building collapsing. Building collapses. New town nearby. Prof, Debia Mebaha, a Kasoma higher nipa bebre payroll budget from 63 billion to 91 billion.
That's it.
Within 2 years. Any part way, and Juma Bay no more. Prof, what are they doing? We need them inspecting the buildings. Almost new town issue is area. What you want some BBO? Have you heard say government now hold you be accountable? Have you heard, Prof? Debia Mebaha Babe Kasa Semui. Edu baby also me susun can moving on to other issues. Meboa. I keep talking about public service. For omuguwa ye hu adwuma ye hire omo ye because me I've been a public servant. And I know at least for some of my life, not all. Private sector, public sector. Me was size
all right
experience.
So
what I say. And you know, omo improve your building inspections. Omun timi improve fire ayifo na omonko ye beba babe.
Me da say Prince na ten nka no. Odike ba men te nka on this particular subject I can wasem. What is many odum jafo e kasa and radi ACC 11 years back there too young. Yesuen bibi free mu.
You see, June 4th, I created fake democracy for Ghana.
June 4th
has created fake democracy for Ghana.
Adidra.
And they give you birth to this current democratic dispensation. Any civilized democracy be a number be a. And the name near Konechi. Under this dispensation, you lose Ghana Airways. Under this dispensation, there were 15 ships. You lose now. Under this dispensation, there were 600 factories. You lose now. Under this dispensation, now you have moto and your friend Thomas. Under this dispensation, now France for the Faka Koba, Firestone, Ifri Ghana, Ekom. You lose. Under this dispensation, railway system, a free of my Mukra, and Karabe Benim said, you see, train craft. Under this dispensation, public transport. You saw your 4 bus, a trap bus ticket, a cover be a pebiano, Nina, a Ludian. Under this dispensation, all the sectors of the economy, any reliable a friend saying sustainable plan, including fire service. About Robert Prato, it is Prato, NDC MPP. We are garbage in, garbage out.
NDC
MPP.
Me patrosi NDC MPP.
We are garbage in, garbage out. As the Chinese say, say Ghana for say, you are full MPP a pamu. Na the NDC aba na ya di pakura ya ewura na ya pra akoto ogu no ni asa ka se ewura no ho ya akono ndi asa de akodem enipa be na ye ubusa ho se nipa be pa na ye MPP a failure wo mu kofia na me wo fasi e ka se afedi MPP wo ya akono ensan kofo mra the same frontliners every 1992 ba ubeti NDC ahoy da bia wo ho Ubeti MPP, chairman sabosu wa da so ho. Aso ya recycle omu. I recycle ka. And no many plan bia, no maybe I win the plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. There's no plan for this country. Bibi any ho. I don't know better no we have to amanwe, no we have to amanwe, and I Ghana retrogresses nothing. Amana ngwasa kan sese kwa de ba bia kodu ne se ye nyanka sa ya sa se te so ani nsu e be se bia no omu sa di prawe go to garam site na hwe ne ma ekoso o na obo se obi ba ba ka sa ajakoma fo mo agimi se nsu amopa amo be no babu papa bi no ka se obi mfa ne nsa mo nsu me so ne ketrema so no hia only a drop of water when it be say a whole river I bet me there a hydroelectric power generation. And the Baba pan ye. Ghana 99% of the people apply common sense to issues, emotions.
99% of the people. Yeah, apply common sense
to any issues.
Ghana for emotions in the area.
Yes, we are being moved by our emotions.
Emotions.
Yeah. It's in your baby. I want to bet what is what the cover of Canada and Paz when you're in this in the money. Commonsensically, would give it to my but one kind not emotion decided. Now I say I'm a big nana. We but what did the American say? And your fire service on phone quite no issues. All the sectors of the economy is breathing because the country lacks systems.
But because all the sectors of the economy is bleeding. We are told, say Ghana, we are ranked 8th in Africa when it comes to yasitena mu ehu ensem and then oh Debbie Nyabotre, I want to make some references okay, that's fine.
Now the better make say who cook Krubi so now we na enkwetiafo a the o kakra no odi dwasem gu mo so. We are talking about Africa. On my a continent United Nations ko muni permanent security council obi akana no to. Aso that so join UN. The whole continent. What the Africa be yastic for what? Ghana or Maya Yana nanom asante for etimi twabo niti se Charles McCarthy. Na yana British for the DSC no and na who reduce your level aba krobe or Africa. Tell me. Black Star of Africa, Shining Star of Africa, and then the more reduce your value. Aqua here for Kuba and Amodia compare. It is a retrogress. Say, Mopebia, and can grow a brewana, a war European, you tell me, Asia cried a room and show my room. That's what I say. Jama, for ever sir, come across it. Oh, my Ghana, Memman Cockroso, Jama, man, after the war, because I've been a man, baby. And come outside addition too quiet. That time back then,
Kwame Nkrumah wanyade anke baranka mkupio.
Tabo bi anko, na sa be kwa well, yesu ko invest ha, wo kwa na obusafo nyina esu. Obi esu, because koma obi aduane abagana. Nya we ye be friend Ghana boy. The whole world ebeye fashion, obi ayi say yi
Ghana boy.
Yeah.
Haircut. And I said it.
Eti my brother. Ye nyiri bebre ba me the Ghana Airways tutu kwa bebre pe hwa immigration restrictions kra e wo wi ase ne ama ye ko ba bebre age visa no yesu so wo kwala nya na wonye visa wo utwa take anu wura Ghana Airways dudu airport wo do passport ya ka so wo mu say Ghana wo mu say how many days you want to spend before so one do be say pine 2 years na boom. And then you could MPP NDC in Kobe because of economic hardships. The more our economy is saying, now immigration elsewhere air restricted. And then after the I better the Burkina Faso, the Belgium is an uncle.
I told you Burkina high.
Now Burkina progress I call and a teacher for because of Cotradi and you because you could deeper.
And you know, summing it up no, who kind of say NDC and MPP modi or mining yambo.
And yet NDC and MPP leadership no cry. The model of governance architecture you use no. I don't know edu or mining ya. Now Rollins na just answer you too much. I draw country back because Rollins time. I prefer catch and say, "O fact is baby bena bema membranya adwuma ye no. Tontoni nya under diversity implementation.
Yeah, diversity implementation.
That Rollins are preso near 20 factory now and the BDI solid and Nema baby. Almost say, wo importance is a selecting Yama who here see a crack. The Winyano, ye map permit man farmer. The bet my hand. Almost a scrapper. No, a scrapper, no, the trade liberalization, a pine. I've always say, palm card, no court. Hey. No
programs of actions to meet
programs.
Palms card and programs of actions to mitigate the social cost of adjustment. I remember.
You acquire MF 17 times and go see who you acquire HEPIC and go see who structural adjustment program. You name them. And just say, Omani headed towards doom. Many prophet of doom. But they might who you acquire brim. Any day now horror. Me mammy, what Gary house would acquire. Compare service breme me kwa na bench one and 10 super steering jane mu ya one and one black na only dia for the cook room and they try cycle repair gra and they taxi yes I mean what kind of people are we ya nkoyanim and
na yenhwe fire service for issues na aba beto ho no say fire for no say o man nya omoden
fire for no o man papa bi akwa omu development plan umu enam so every year umu reduce problems what almost settle. But then I'm saying partisanship. Papa, because only a kukodra or a catcher Ghana for say, and Yama yenya. Ah,
PR nominee in the fire service. Who's only a kukudu?
Now, will be Casana, only a kukudra woman. Who they wear his cancer. Because I'm in Tabanchen school. Me am tax man mine. It means a bibinko ya, me yaku kukudra the cancer de me pay. On one is happy because why a check pay worker. Would you have passed this and then back to baby? I won't pay. We know all this. If you're not gonna follow, who be a share mu, and our we are living in a mental slavery. Ghanaians are living under mental slavery. The bishop so, especially civil servants will be also so bekasa, and your leaders also they won't conform to the dictates of imperialists. Colonial masters won't be there so coin. Woman has said dictating my. It whether are we moving on rocks or ashore.
Many fire service for PRO no kasa national PRO no kasa okase. I told you bia ebi mum publish false news and radio see wo to do no. Ye humrante ne maye bia ne mamefo bia na omo kasa fire for no bedu ho no. Omo su ensue eni fire tender dum. Na sankrofo no omo no omedi.
Masa June 3rd, and a disaster BC year. It is 152. 11 years down the memory lane. Yeah, no crowd west. Are we learning? Yeah, what lessons do we learn from this? It is pas bien. C'est toi, ya répété, examen me die, et sur toi me die, et sur le ya. What a nipa ben ye.
What do you get battery NSC for mama?
I think we shall mind the where MPP and DC ne na brabasem kontompo ne me party na wan and me party assembly work here. O party is subset to Ghana. NDC diet here. Na me nyini MPP na makoto go kwanso ba.
Sa
come na ni na.
But also MPP or more.
O mo beba no. Ya beti MPP na me nam afrawo kwama. Makoto go ameba na GBC and also say party B is in the making. Emu dia na amatu ekruma.
O de case for man.
Ya hu ni nyina bi. Etu omunye bibia magana. Ye ni mo nwase. Obi omo ba hia omo poto. Omo ba no ma be wi a omo na nya hu say tam.
Wo se den omo ba
MPP ba na DW Tefre.
Yeah.
Ena no mo dia campaign. Tefre esi ba bia ma ne koba kra dodo.
Yeah, MPP ba.
I'm telling you.
Now the view of Satan no so to come now you know who somebody different.
Me say, we mu establish a full flash political party on buy. Ah. We mu ya campaign. VW different.
O dike ba be that say. SOMPA 106.5 FM. I mean say time herbal musha. Anyway, almost asre. What say show to malaria, beba typhoid ni join this. Ni sa ya do we basa ne beba. Enti dia won so yes si ara no say. Obebo modern na wato eye time herbal musha. E de si ho. Unuma nopa ewia enwumre a me pacho unyare yare a friend malaria join this any typhoid unsa ebi nche woda so mpono ebi chewa bomode na copy time herbal mixture ene time herbal mixture na nonom na onomo a etidi yade bia ba so bia no ebedwane ebetu fa na time HH mixture de ene the capsules ne de madro we oba enemu nsa yade how we your bearman nemu nsaya de how bomode na bo ho ban edro we no bo a bearman utimi kire eyo bearman yobia sanso na wo ba wa hemfie ho so we siesie no na ye kuma bi so what dey me ba kire no anti time herbal mixture time HH capsules and then the mixture dey eye dupa bomode na fa we dey kire drugstore pharmacy shop bia obia no eye ade a won sa be kebi na mpono bo so the Dr. Otafri Jadin koma number be fresi so eye 02444 17669 02444 17669 Mami go Prince in China Prince na on so far no one monitor these LGBTQ Speaker of Parliament eka different thing majority speaker eka different thing your man penyu so akasa say no nyina nkamfo ano where are we driving to
was see a bisa do a open time. Ebi obetumi a government no confusion na e basa na enkrofo ka no. Government 2 years kra munya hwe sene amoye chese they are tired already.
Omabre.
Na utimi ko parliament wo super majority. Na speaker say onim crisis wo mo apase ayi no. Ena ayi majority leader and so no maye no maye and uko share communicator CBM so mo deep speaker ho yaw pa and then ebi mu president be sign it bill no ebi mu president na mu no so say nya nru ho kra was it yeah
it's far from becoming a law.
Me dey na me can tree na
the bill is far from becoming a law because there are some processes
you can Chatham House.
Yeah.
UK.
So, Odu Abrochira, send your Casano, different. Odu Sapapa, we are president.
Why are they?
Enipa Bebre, president, we are some years back. Either send or a vice president, and as in the first term on her baby. Eka say LGBTQ for no crown, I was see allow normal ba out. I mean it. Me, Mahami Chantro.
Where sure?
There are videos. President we are. So entino a sham, a scam government. Ubieni say a scam government, one term scam government. It's very clear. So because and some Omukenyina, they themselves don't even believe in Niaomokano. President in Nieman Walker bill no anko sign it any other afedi and confusion yeah ayebasa. Bill a mo promise Ghana for say bill no ready for president to sign. In fact, bill no crack up Supreme Court meboa. It went to court. Emma court no release say it's okay to sign meboa.
The okay.
Bill the original family values
more time they more pass.
Yes, the original bill nankasa say assign adani ya ebe. It was passed, and not only that, it went to the courts. Emma almost say Emma president and then a party catch Ghana for say or mobe signing. In fact, Honorable Sam George catch Ghana for nyina. Say bill ni so good say Kenya for a copy. Odi intro kakra. Eso mo signing because me check in anu ya no woman signing. But okaye on the record. So must sign it. I put it into law. What are we waiting for? Omo yewie kra na IMF entwe omaso. Until there is nothing to lose. That's what Sam George said.
And you know, on the statement that you made, sir, President Mama ever said, sir, you allow the gays and the lesbians to come out. And I've done a search and there's nothing like that.
Me say, I will send you the video.
Okay, so send me the video now. Let me play it.
Oh, Pacho, me the bebro. So me no kase read message. Okay. I have played the video. I've listened to it severally. Our president can't say so tia say long ago. Yet they were able to create an impression. Say President Ikufo-Addo a argument to be and or can say this gay nema no the way we are seko and almost twisted. Meanwhile, President Yotisuya kase gay for na was see a tie alarm no mu almost sumasia na lead to problems. This president and the idea politics. Ya di twa MPP adapa. No problem. Say MPP are elections. Affect yen. Meboa. Mo babe do ya. Bill na mo say ready to sign. Afi de mako and mako twitwa bill yi. Just say 31 amendments. One of them is section 12 and 13 of the bill, the old bill. Already it talks about promotion, advocacy, and propaganda relating to LGBTQ practices in the bill at the time. That those things, prohibited. Not only do persons have to not do those things, but be knowingly and so on. You can be found liable.
But one more clause 11 of the current bill.
But your current bill, no, I have not gotten.
So you do when you do a check at clause 11 of the current bill, it tells you that you don't have that kind of your friend is saying the temerity to promote any activities of these LGBTQ people. So you can refer to it.
I don't have the current bill.
Okay.
I put it on the record. I'm waiting for it.
All right.
But the old bill, looking at those sections, 12 and 13, to me, those are the main things I care about. Because this whole LGBTQ niamano, I looked at the fact to say in our criminal code, sex between people of the same gender prohibited. It's basically in there. Which means and those things are already against our law. In criminal. And to me, all I thought to say, I dear pa, I was worried about the promotion of such practices.
But I think a program now. I'll get you a copy of the current bill so that you go to
I will take a look at it because old one my and these sections, are very clear and okay for me.
Patrick, I will marry the old bill and the current bill,
right?
And then we know we'll come
the
out
substantive changes.
Sure.
But the bottom line is
that for mommy.
Share promotion and and they were clear in there. Ebimuso Michelle lawyer be and NDC in your case. I don't get that because it was almost subject to the constitution. BBI is subject to the constitution, whether you say it or not. It's a change. They should have presented the same and signed it.
And you know, Prince, let's say we drift kakra mama meti opinta on this particular subject. Opinta. My interview. Quick one.
That's it. Yes.
5 minutes.
You can't
LGBTQ plus bill. ANSI.
Oh, beside Prince, there was only one answer I needed from him, just to stay away from it.
So, Mama, Bessan,
Nanka also stay away from it. Nanka just saw Kasakra.
I didn't try.
You see. But maybe a question be. You know, hey, you offer new decay. Na me offer our concern Patrick. Omumino, wahu, no mumio bia wa kwanya so mbehwe yi minu minu school. Ba kwa no no what advantage no wan hwe me. Na fi ba kwa no onya akwanya so obehwe me no wakwaje me forms no akwaje me ho ahwan nyina me ya start edi hu nkomo no. Na me start school the one no owo ho akunya no so no so obo ami no ohun luko so wetu abe kasa say me offer back on a delay so
you want to say sir the NPP don't have any moral right to talk about this.
And me see nya boss ase me so bo patch me say wo me dey mean to make kabio na wo dwane wo ko because enim guase mamu in a sense that you got a 8 good years. Now 8 good years in no Parliament pass a law no a bill no sorry a pass a bill no a passing year at the end naka say president didn't sabe the bay e be so answer na don't crowd do you am
president Mamba for clarity
na manu see na for clarity me ba I don't nyina say answer na the end ba be do onom no eba be do parliament or be do president table so crown now as your friend is a president executive secretary I throw hun krata say
enti ujitum say endu president table
me ba answer na ebe do honum no afa ade kwa de no omu bie pro man de nipa ne de ade ne bae ya bie pro no man nipa na afa ade na fi parliament wa ma ade ye bie pro na oba na your friend is a president won go hold ana answer na obe do honum akra do for okra na ya asem enya de ketwa. I said, in Kata, I said, President, Jenna sign. Who they had not time no more sign you levy. No more pro giddy. He levy. As sign say, he said about Ghana for Bachelor Munti. What's them Jenna say? The whole thing is that one ya, your friends are going to say, now sign up. Ye be a mouse sign. One yet. Ye buy a didn't say. ye di face the old one kind of say ewuye mo na mama na enfa so amaso and afi ne ye sa ahwe akọ the process again fine and ya pass bill no na me speaker said there be oni ho no ma na say ye bibia
omo ya de bia oba pe no wasa
o tumi sisa no ana me bo o sisa no because until they work the bed e chire wo ho no no yi na nanim si wo say wo hwe na ye me bo a yes and tie me pa cho ene wa ma adwuma na say obi betre wa na mu ye adwuma ade chi oba ka say no envoy oba ka say adwuma na enye nti na adwuma na ye no free ho no na me me no foforo. Is that how it is done? That's why we be the chair. Be the chair ni ye adwuma no wie no. If there's any
until the Alban bag be na kan mo na nyadwen.
I mean, why? Even if there's any why must we come out and grant interview on this?
Ahamo.
Me dey ha me.
And this for Ahamo.
Oh, hi.
Because
the first person that I listened to, the leader of the house, who is the majority leader, and the next person I listen to in the final say is the president. And then the president said, "Say, no, he's not even in the country to assent his
but
Okasai. No, he has spoken on it. Say it's far from far. They say, far doesn't mean say far. And the next 20 years, I say far can be tomorrow.
Far can be measured relatively.
It can be measured. It can be tomorrow. It's when he comes and he sits both down. She's a real resistance. You free move. Now you say free. Me got baby crump. Me got say. You said you na you almost moka so me free. That was what they were proposing. Say you free move. The MPP, led by their leader, Afraid Markin. Well, none of the Okocho Honum, no, Okocho in the straight honor. We all say the account has been compromised, verified account. You see, this party MPP, they have no right, they have no locus to come and talk about this LGBT. I mean, why do we speak about this thing?
All right.
I mean,
Orige, Mami tea on this. For 4 minutes.
I do a hangache. You are Professor Miss Pencil. Or can see me or say, maybe say, Abrofun Baboy no more say, young call gay and lesbian, and she no more any car, a combat gun at me. On the one yet. Sabra now you are mamma and a
vice.
And I go for or say it is bound to happen. Or can we UK? To go for you say, Nanya obey. And I you are mamma at the Naku Cancer. Umu Passiviano was so binam quemu court. Say on premier Santiam Chino. Abra court grammar ruling. I go for to into a kind of court baker. Let us say, Onyana just obey. And you are mamma's bema. Someone say me ba me sign. Together for Monto Abama. Now, Sabil na a private member bill. Hana sem no pa. Eti ebra last parliament e kon na wie ye no. Bill bia mremu no. Antimi anseli true no. You declare null and void with the 8th parliament. Bill bia na pendia yantimi answer litramaya am come into law no. Ebe null and void. It not just say private member bill a year software offense. Intim for job any some judge the coin no.
All right, odike tiko wenim.
Ye dey admen ye. Eti awura mama ba e ba no munti a para sem no. And I'm say Christian Council na Bishop
civil society organizations.
Catholic Bishop akosra no. And was papa o ka say oba this oba sign na et say how do be church mu say private member bill no de coin no. And I'm say 8 parliament ni etwa munti no. Ye timi to aso e ma ne nsan. Na mum ji say foforo na ono de betimi aboa ne say or the government sponsored bill.
I remember vividly.
And the parliament
Mekai.
You are mama ade awoye no Ghana for ni nyam What he has so for him promise government sponsored bill.
That was what he said.
Now I've go back to private. Where is it? I don't think go back to private. Because government sponsored bill and private, there's a vast difference. Even if the same item, and I'm saying government now sponsored, and in the former we need about parliament. It's about parliament now, it's a first reading, second reading, now call a friend consideration, the aka. And I'm so on the poor honor or initiative, a common answer, it doesn't have anything. But private, parliament in every crown, just a president side the command, emanating for
or the man attorney general.
And we move him.
Sir, attorney general, no crown, a honor in Tiasia Ma. This was the back council of state members, no small musician.
What I say?
Sure.
Let's just say, Yara Mama, what disappointing because a government sponsored bill, and Cassan to Kawa Kunakema. Can be a trape. No one said the catcher say the bill is far from becoming a law.
But so, okay, can send be answer or because awesome say the bill is far from becoming a law.
A company that one young faso. A company government sponsored bill. And the Kwajibu said, now government was sponsored a parliament. Over this kind of Ghana for Kasha, now a government sponsored bill. Now, dear faith-based organizations, the whole country frowns on it. Your tradition, your culture, your norms, your BBI frowns on it. Now, they are going to grow on.
Now, many the president of the Catholic Bishops' Conference, Kasai, Most Reverend Matthew Genfi, or no say, the Abane Yeno, a yadia of Waso. In terms of this bill.
Now, sir, where Catholic Bishop, not going to imagine.
Okay.
Well, now I have so far, not so far, 7 years. One far, me can't man, not so far, and you who you are. It is about the content once a year. Now, the Okan, the Abbas and Okan, the Americans, the American and try, where so for Mekan say, you're a mamma and can't say what the government sponsored bill. Oh, I can't say. Now come out of a rally behind politicians.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they are doing it behind scenes.
I saw for
they are looking favor here, favor there from politicians. That is all.
One man churches for now.
I saw for you. Oh, massa. Oh, mama. And you may go when you can see a kind of video. It's immediate the American say. Babu no mudi kuta no se tono krementon yero mama nyama bebre ha kan ya asa wo down ketsema ebi ni garam say wo ka chese wo ba be declare state of emergency wo ba ye no wo de kokoasa na eko 24-hour economy wo ka chese one job 3 shift 3 personalities avero de dan edwa awusie wo go si bia na de 24 hours
o de ke wara ma ye
what kind of white lies now we chairs are eti mumaye hwe masa say anka
I don't know where you space no
be say me hwe wani kosua me kan
a hwe me ni kosua a de hwe me ni kosua na kasa metiu
wonim
yes
say anyi hu ani de be die ni favor free akoma mu na ya ni no kura ma ye ho ene ye ho a o ma we bebre ene ma miensa ene Nyankopon de bo nipa de dika your conscience wahunim your gas and your intuitions de to so mienu your choice
okay
de to so miensa ye change 3C
okay
say wahunim cho say de panini ka no enye rata ka kire no speak truth to power. Damn the consequences. And a choice I'll be making no. Jitu say I want consequences no dia. You are responsible for it. Ever say tie no makwacha kura bi edifale no. Ye wi ya ye be chim ya say e obonsam. Me person accept me get me jitu. Ebi before suba no. Our actions and inactions. Anko ya near the question bonsam. But the only pagu. And one also cha.
O de ke mame nase, fesi wa.
Aka change
na ye den.
onipa bia Nyankopon boy no ade aye inevitable e change
enti na MPP kwa na NDC aba no
da bia no change any alternation
power alternation no
we be di no we
enye change
and da ye change
ti change ne baba ewo brebe na change
this is what the car what the new philosophy a departure from the current political philosophy no say tia say the channel for dia tuma o ma depart from their old ways the new order the old ways must give way to the new order.
Mamina says SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and Country. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. Dr. Duboating. Edin we de bia me boa. Utia e wo so timi hu papa we pa na oni ne din komo. Na wo bo hu ban fi aye stroke ya de. Tese ye nuane ye di. Ye lifestyle ye live wo. One twe ye na anwudwie e ba beba wo so. Anjuju yes every ato ate say Ghana how mmofra nyina kra bi wo ho a yes we nya stroke aya denga lifestyle yensu a yenom yenuane a yedie na mpacho so obenya ahotoso wo ho betimi abao empo no so wanya stroke na agi Dr. Duboating Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic so oni mo bia wanya stroke a wakafie wadampem ana yare kwankro bia dokro na che wakampem a me pacho bomodin na for we chire Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic upesa o fa fru oba na wo bema untimi hye oba nyinsen junso mu pa wo so be won tafo eye prostate yade jaya dabrijo ne sikwan no bo sa match no etwam wo be so onya hoden a eye Dr. Duboating Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic sempo no wahra na obrebuom untini bi ho aka me pacho bomodi ne hu aye Dr. Duboating number be friend so aye 0244 867068 again reach him on 027 4234 321 Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic or say the end to chronic diseases Prince sabre
prof
say ye share aye inflation ankabeya kokase rent yeduane ye die ene niam bi mu my inflation no akosoro but the finance minister so aboya no hoba and then the government statistician say enya de inflation no ebetra 5% what do you say to that
inflation there ye nyina enim se enka ye titanium aso ye ana meboa
ana ne mabo gina pakon
ana gina fakon ana enkosro ntemtem a I mean
wait just 2 minutes
yeah enya bibia enya adepa so but ye inflation we na ye nya no me fa ne se ye bibia ye demand pull inflation your cost push inflation any would demand pull cost push no to say bia enema omode end product no ne cost enti okoye dokono a uhia bro uhia ahaban uhia we no wa building it up ana meboa okay and ye wo a situation where inflation no so kono and then the level no will depend on how our market no patronage. So maybe economics practical economics number 1 NT hey. And so no was what but no be MPP for no jai sa
why ODK also practical economics
practical so tia say me pe sa ne practical economics no
and omra MPP
omra yebejino so but the American said the demand pull inflation no so tia say say o ton ade how patronage no beko say nipa nton ade a prof me I be happen to me da be a year ago me lose sika bia because first person I know better ade no and I may church me who say a price na me pay me minimum 1 farmer me minua I lost tens of thousands. It happened to me. Again, in Ipa wa ina nim say me metra ha entwamontro at least and need a holder. So no say nipa ntɔ ade a ɛma inflation no nso no sometimes na affect inflation wo behu na afei wate ade ne boss ɛno na happen pa me de sa na me hu no say eniema ne bebre na ye kasa inflation na enkosoro ene ade edodo na ye because nipa ntɔ ade wo krom ha. There is not enough cash and wo hwɛ sika Bank of Ghana a boy a cow boy and one of them near for sterilization. Omo etua a lot of money, if our memory serves me right, about 15 billion of a car omo boy and was for sterilization. I stand to be either 10 or 15 mubako.
I think it's about 9 point something.
9 point something getting to 10. For sterilization, must sterilize the economy at this time. For what? To
absorb the excess liquidity from the market.
You see the open market situation I want say any pani be break of near good them. Businessman ben okromu a wonim enti ya brand inflation ye pay economic growth kakra any ade omo policy combination is not working and they have to know that.
Mami na say Odike what would you say to this?
To be honest with you, the central bank etris kakugu say or say program friends of fiscal discipline.
Yeah.
And your figures am a books look good. Now a threshold in the eyes of the international financing agencies, you know. Umaji up to say
international rating agencies.
And baby a kwaje bosia. Now the ama and your memoir dear inflation in reality because Nana Kufu at the time and inflation in 50 something. Now me could do moving pick and 360.
Oko didi way
moving pick.
But I thought Odike also go didi way
moving pick.
Now call lunch or
now me that's call me a basically me all my boy me brother me james kadi me need me call
Odike but they see from time in the call
and I want to give 560 from 360 to 560
moving per person
put am to nchen player cook masiba no that time when that dollar is 17 then inflation 53 no now in a return is 1,600 and the return is 6,000
Odike
it will move from to me sorry me no pom me enko airport say me boa wo mu me enko
baby I told you be kra na baby I told you be kra na ticket no ho ye den madafo bi ko to bi kra so ba be for
ai
no kra ma enti opinta answer na ma answer that na me fa call
I don't know 2 minutes
okay there 2 minutes na me fa because we we 19 we 19 me ma opinta mitio mitio
offer o ma me
opinta mitio
I don't know where they are getting these figures from. You see this MPP people how can you always they be go for when they go to opposition this is how they think. No. Me see that be a maybe question. See what is the inflation now?
3.7.
Yeah, 5 in him.
But Amafo says not relating.
Who are the people? Who are the people? And I want to tell you, Annie.
Ghana focus. But Amafo
and also call and down the make a year movie. There be a call in law a year. Me call in law a year. Some Mukobi. More national. Oh, you don't want me to talk.
Budget time.
Education is on dynamic. Tell them to keep quiet. Let me talk.
I've told them. So you
no, you have to tell them. Don't know. Who confusing me here? If you're on radio, no. So the truth is that inflation, no, she says 3.4,
3.7.
Thank you, 3.7. You're 20 something in 2024. What is
no, you are talking about the figure we all know.
What I can say, people buy. The only thing that they say, me better I buy me say me am buying so on fighting for is rent issues and eku oman no
hello good evening
Aboji Madu na ho
me patro be ho ye pa wana me ne ka say
for court ni ka say 37
for court my intie wa intam
yo Aboji yo we dey mean chia obi Aboji first now my time pa say be 5 minutes kwa na
fa chemi fa mate me dwen ho pa
ma men come atem so me Aboji be am ka say NDC for the ya mo fi say Ghana for you nimnya na say you short memory na da bi o mo ka no and na me be ka say mi wo video do say the Muhammad na buy no the foreign minister Aboji me say o ma ko share you and am you and akati o mo say mo ni gani ntum ama president Muhammad aka do mo say gen dem ba dia tum na so nyema e wo ma ehia Ghana for ni na o be ye fim na no mba se bibia nim ya challenge NDT for o mo di me yi anu the president Muhammad you and for na ko share mu na o ka say na no be dia tum na bibi papa bia nim le nim no president Muhammad ya ka to the Ghana for na ye nyintum na nyintum na
me da say hello good evening
good evening
Nana man I tell you hey
the patrol wunni me pa
Nana baba itio
patrol you na me mbo mi ni NPP ni na ba so wa bon ho modern yi
prince
odike e bo dike so aba so dike e ti se dia aye gina faako e ti se dia wo se ka be e twa e wo e twa kwanenye aye mo se ka ni gina faako kanokore wo de ni se o kanokore ba gina faako nya this thing say NPP4 kind of crack. NPP4 propaganda. Any more there for propaganda. Omo ye. Emma, ye good sad. We be on the nana teach you. Good time and nana say propaganda and say nana say na say. I trust someone ye come and no crack. I prepare. One am the buy. And you know games and some no. So na mo ti e bu aku for the ba wo mi etru so no. Mo buy any say. About just signing in contract to the Aku for the band or your face in Tentam. What in a major because Mama, Nana Popani and the Solomon, what time? All standing no kind.
Made I say, Nana, you've made your point. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Abuji.
Yeah, me pacho 1 minute ka say wadoma.
Abuji Ajila.
Wala ya lafia lo baba ya.
Baba ya. Abuji, you call it Aboju bibi.
Menim ji so kachi.
Na utanka ukaja akrama. Eka se. So we NDP share no job na buda na pede ife yanta. But I am yan pa ukaja ka for no na bon bi de. Ni ojo na oso wo e to mama se. Ya da ni se to ni play. Uto go na bo. Wa mana mbo enu ya pa.
Ba o say video ni bi ni ha or the best send me enti no we dey tie.
NPP you go dey do about na oyo. O be ka to video o ka o ti o ba don kan da. O mo ma ko eni ejuma. E na e be ni se o be ri aben. Na party bi o mo be ka ke so o mu enya na ya party we. Mi na be ka ti o. Ten ya e kle ti ko fu ma mo ya ti ya. Do la ba ma mo ta ti ne ti na ya no.
Me that say, Baba ya. Hello, good evening.
Abochi.
Yes.
Abochi,
Nyame asumdwe so enka wada ba pacho eti. Wada ma eti.
Abochi, unu mi say gay ntema mo kan wa to be here. Unu say ne gay go at the airport junction wa, me mo gay afado nyina afa wu nyina sia na.
Where do you mean to you?
Abochi me pacho wu wi asu ka